all have the same 24 hours in a day. So, how come some manage to get more done? How do entrepreneurs, leaders, elite, athletes, and performers use their time every day? In this video, we'll break down the daily routines of some of the most successful people from Elon Musk to Beyonce, and we will show you exactly how they run things. Let's start off the list with Elon Musk. He is a business magnate and investor. He is the founder, CEO, and chief engineer at SpaceX, angel investor, CEO, and product architect of Tesla Incorporated, founder of The Boring Company, and co-founder of Neuralink and OpenAI. So how does he manage to split his time between so many things? Let's start with the morning. He wakes up at around 7 a.m. every single day, and while sometimes he skips breakfast, he never skips a morning shower. Musk says his best ideas come when he's in the shower. He is famous for scheduling everything in a day and having a detailed plan in 5-minute slots. What he calls batching, Elon's well known for having mastered many complicated fields that are necessary for his work. One bit of advice is to view knowledge as a sort of semantic tree. His principle is to boil things down to their fundamental truths and reason up from there, as opposed to reasoning by analogy. Number 2 is Jeff Bezos. Jeff is one of the few entrepreneurs who don't rush his mornings. Once he's up, Bezos takes some time for himself. "I like to putter in the mornings," he said. He wakes up without an alarm and takes time to read the news and eat breakfast with his kids. He is even doing the dishes. He makes sure to take his time in this part of the day. Bezos would set his first meeting at 10 in the morning. According to him, the first meetings of the day are the ones that need the most brain power. "I like to do my high IQ meetings before lunch. Like anything that's going to be really mentally challenging, that's a 10 a.m. meeting," he says. Number 3 on this list is Oprah Winfrey. One thing that stands out about Oprah's routine is a balance between work and self-care. For me, a perfect day is not just one thing, it's a series of small things. It's the crisp air on your face when you open the door in the morning, the reflection of the mountains and clouds in a crystal lake. It's paying attention. What does the sky look like? Where's the sun? When you're walking down a path, how do your feet feel when they touch the grass? Oprah gets up early, but not crazy early. She wakes up between 6:02 and 6:20. Because the dogs are trained to go out around that time, she told the publication. Oprah's morning routine also includes a ritual of spiritual exercises and workouts. It's fair to say that she puts in fewer hours of work than many other CEOs, and it's hard to believe that she's managed to have such a relaxed time throughout her career. Oprah also said, "I have a great appreciation for the little things that add up to that big thing called a meaningful life." Number 4 is Beyonce. Beyonce is known for her intense focus on detail, working hard to get things right until she's totally satisfied. She gets up at 6 a.m. even on a Sunday. In fact, she mentioned that she makes a point of getting up earlier than necessary to have the time to be alone with her thoughts early in the morning. This extra time is spent on setting goals and practicing gratitude. In the afternoon, usually around 2 o'clock, she'll get down to some serious work. She's known for being a workaholic and has great attention to detail. She takes as long as it needs to get something right. Her childhood friend and Destiny's Child co-star Kelly Rowland remembers Beyonce staying up until 4 a.m. the night before concerts, perfecting routines. And her younger sister Solange remembers when she would stay up late into the night, perfecting just a single line of a song in her bedroom. Number 5 on this list is Angela Merkel. For 10 consecutive years, she's been named by Forbes as the most powerful woman in the world. In 2005, she became Germany's first female chancellor. She was a leader of the Christian Democratic Union from 2000 to 2021. From what we know about Angela Merkel's routine, we can see that despite her hectic working schedule, she makes a point of starting her morning with no rush. She said she likes having breakfast with her husband, Joachim Sauer. Something that's sure to set her up for the rest of the day, she also sets aside time to exercise and cook. She likes going to the sauna on Thursday mornings while she sets herself lofty goals and makes vital decisions for Germany. She's also keen on staying in touch with the people she represents, which we can see in her habits of cycling to work, shopping at the supermarket, and living in a regular apartment. Because of her job, she often goes without rest, but she can still function on only 4 hours of sleep. Number 6 is Dwayne Johnson. Everything The Rock does is big. Having started out as a wrestling star, he made a transition to acting in movies and can command more than $20 million per movie. He also has his own tequila brand, Terrimana. He has partnered with Under Armour for his clothing line project, Rock. He was involved in a number of TV projects, so how does he find time for everything? The Rock doesn't have a fixed time to get up, but when he's got a hectic day ahead, it's important to him to get up early. Enough to have that part of the day all to himself. The only thing that's regimented is I have to wake up before the sun gets up. And I have my 2 hours alone when no one else is up and the house is quiet. He says that having 2 hours for himself and being able to do his workouts are his two anchors in life. Once he's got those spaces covered, he can achieve anything. And he quote, "Success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success." Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Not a huge amount of detail is known about Ronaldo's morning routines. Although we know he gets up early and likes to have cheese, ham, low-fat yogurt alongside plenty of fruit, as well as avocado toast for breakfast. Ronaldo always wants to be the first to arrive at the training grounds, according to Carlo Tevez, his former Manchester United teammate. "If our training is at 9 in the morning, you would get there at 8 and he'd be there. If you got there at half 7, he was there. I said to myself, how do you catch this guy out? So I got there one day at half 6 and he was there, leaving his fellow players baffled." Getting enough sleep is vital for Ronaldo. He gets quite a bit more than you'd expect from a CEO or anyone who isn't a top-level athlete. He gets 8 hours of sleep a night as well as several naps during the day, sometimes as many as 5. Number 8, Warren Buffett. Try thinking of someone who's great at investing and chances are Warren Buffett is the first name to come to your mind. With a net worth of $95.4 billion, his nicknamed the Oracle of Omaha due to his ability to defy prevailing investment trends. So what does he spend most of his time doing? Reading. In fact, he estimates that around 80% of his time at the office is spent reading materials, ranging from financial statements, journals, and business reports to newspapers and books. Once when he was asked how to be successful in investing, he mentioned that reading was the key. He answered by holding up a stack of papers saying, "I read 500 pages like this every day. That's how knowledge works. It builds up like compound interest. All of you can do it, but I guarantee not many of you will do it." Number 9, Tony Robbins. He is a motivational speaker, but he's known for being the motivational speaker's motivational speaker. More than anyone else on this list, Tony Robbins is known for his daily routines. That's because he doesn't just follow them, he's written extensively about them. He's gone into detail about how routines help him achieve his goals and feel great, and how they can help you do the same. Habits put our brain on autopilot, freeing up our concentration for bigger things. They are the rhythm of our daily lives, the backdrop to everything else we do. Tony starts the day with a dip in a cold pool or tub, or even a snow-covered river when there happens to be one nearby. Then comes the most important part of Robin's morning routine, taking 10 minutes to do a breathing ritual while thinking about what he's grateful for, and then he prays. It all takes about 10 minutes. As Tony says, if you don't have 10 minutes to yourself, you don't have a life. Number 10. Sundar Pichai. Pichai Sundararajan, or Sundar Pichai, as is better known, has been the CEO of Alphabet Incorporated and its subsidiary, Google. Sundar wakes up between 6:30 to 7 a.m. every morning and reads a physical paper every single morning, which is either Wall Street Journal or New York Times. You'd expect Google CEO to get his news online, but nope. Sundar prefers an old-fashioned print newspaper every morning. I'm not a morning person, so I need my time with my paper and tea to wake up and kind of get going. Whatever the day might bring, Sundar stresses it's important to keep things in perspective. Back in January, he told a group of Indian students to loosen up and make time for fun. According to the Wall Street Journal, he said, "It's a long road. Setback actually don't matter." We hope you found some value in this video. Do you follow any routines? What makes your day better and more productive? We'd love to hear about it in the comments.